Next on Line TV, we have Connor Love with their sports updates, Jacob Show with Books by the Pound, and Phoenix Spirit with Line of the Week.
And me, Linus Bowman with all your weather updates. All that and more, Line TV starts now.
Happy Friday, Searcy High. I'm Lily Lindsay.
And I'm Phoenix Pruitt. I hope you all had a great week. Let's get right into some announcements. If you're a sophomore, junior, or senior and want to take the ASVAB on November 8th, email or contact Mr. Hughes in the guidance office to sign up. Space is limited. Deadline to sign up is November 3rd and testing is November 8th.
The junior class is selling butter braids. Contact Mrs. Farrett, Mrs. Nielsen, or any junior if interested in purchasing one of these butter braids. All proceeds go to the prom. There are some different items online that aren't in the printed brochure, so please see a junior for more information.
This past Wednesday, the Sound of Searcy Marching Band competed in the annual state marching contest at War Memorial in Little Rock, Arkansas. Searcy got an overall score of 78.9 out of 100, placing 9th overall in the whole competition. If you see a band member, please make sure to congratulate them.
And congratulations to all state orchestra members, which include Alyssa Winter, 13th chair of violin in senior high, Allison Cleveland, 2nd chair in senior high cello, Easton Faulkner, 5th chair cello in senior high, Emily Miller for 1st chair bass in senior high, and for Gracie Job, 11th chair violin, Ellie Huff, 1st chair viola, Aurora Long, 2nd chair, and Isabella Biggs, 4th chair cello for the senior high.
SHS, along with the health department, will host a flu immunization clinic on November 9th. Hey Lily, have you been reading anything lately?
Absolutely. I do hear Jacob has information about a cool bookstore in town. Take it away, Jacob.
Thrift shops have become more and more popular by the day, but one here in Searcy has turned a new page for many of those involved.
We opened a couple of years ago and we buy books in bulk. It's very unusual to folks to come in and recognize that they're buying their books literally by the pound. It's the cheapest way you'll ever find to buy used books. And when you first came here in the beginning, it was just a warehouse with big boxes full of books. Just dig in, dive in, try to find them. And then the store started to catch on. We've worked hard to turn this warehouse into a warm, inviting bookstore.
One of the biggest imprints that Books by the Pound tries to do is to keep the prices of their books as low as possible.
I still will go and buy a brand new hardcover book, but it's $40, and here you can buy about 50 pounds of books for that same price. Moms that homeschool, teachers that are filling up classrooms with children's books, people who just love books and want to collect them, they can now.
With Books by the Pound sometimes getting up to 40,000 books a week in donations, there are some problems that can occur for many of those who work there.
Quality of the books, like we don't know what we're going to get. Sometimes we've got a whole load that was like water damage. You just don't know what you're going to get.
We keep our staff really low, that keeps the prices low. And as you grow, there are growing pains, but now we seem to have a pretty good system going.
While there's a lot to love about Books by the Pound, Todd and Anita's favorite part about the bookstore is how it binds many people together, from not just around town though, but from many other parts of the country as they help them find a perfect book.
We get a lot of families who are here visiting people, but we literally get people from out of state who are coming here, and this is their destination, which is pretty amazing.
As far as the book lovers, it just makes their day. Like, it's really rewarding. When you sell somebody, you can tell it made their week, like they can't believe they just found this book.
With the excitement behind Books by the Pound, we're excited to see the next chapter involved for this bookstore. I'm Jacob Shoei, now back to the news desk.
Wow, that really is awesome. I'll have to look into Books by the Pound.
I guess so, me too. I might have to go visit them soon. Now let's get right into some national news.
Representative George Santos easily survived a vote Wednesday to expel him from the House as most Republicans and 31 Democrats opted to withhold punishment while both his criminal trial and a House Ethics Committee investigation proceed. The effort to kick Santos out of the House was led by his fellow New York Republicans, who are anxious to distance themselves from a colleague infamous for fabricating his life story and accused of stealing from donors, lying to Congress, and receiving unemployment benefits he does not deserve.
Walt Disney Company said it will acquire a 33% stake in Hulu from Comcast for approximately $8.6 billion, a deal that will give Disney undisputed control of the streaming service. Disney has actually run Hulu since 2019 when Comcast ceded its authority to Disney and effectively became a silent partner. Disney offered no comment beyond saying the acquisition will further Disney's streaming objectives.
Hundreds of foreign nationals and dozens of seriously injured Palestinians have been allowed to leave Gaza for the first time since the Israel-Hamas war began more than 3 weeks ago. Their departures through the Rafah crossing into Egypt followed the release of 4 hostages by Hamas and the rescue of an Israeli soldier. The opening of the border crossing came as Israeli forces advanced deeper into Gaza, and airstrikes on Wednesday struck a refugee camp for a second time in as many days.
Lily, I'm not liking how this weather skipped fall and went straight into winter.
Phoenix, welcome to Cersei. Personally, I love this cold weather. Let's send it over to Linus Bowman for a weather update.
Good morning, Cersei. I'm Linus Bowman with your weather update. Today will be a high of 67, really sunny with a rain at 4% chance, winds at south-southwest at 8 miles per hour, humidity at 48%, sunrise at 7:29 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight will be clear skies with a low of 39, rain at 4% chance, winds at south-southwest at 3 miles per hour, humidity at 70%, and sunset at 6:10 p.m. On to the almanac. Average temperatures will be a high 67, low 45, with a monthly average of precipitation at 4.77 inches and month-to-date at 0 inches. On to the 5cast. Saturday will be a sunny with a high of 71, low 48, with a 4% chance of rain. Sunday will be sunny with a high of 74, a low of 53, with a 4% chance of rain. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 77, a low of 55, and an 11% chance of rain. Tuesday will be AM showers with a high of 66, a low of 49, with a 35% chance of rain. Wednesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 65, low of 49, and a 9% chance of rain. Wow, sunny one moment and rainy next.
Kind of excited for it. I'm loving the thrill. I wonder what our lunch ladies prepared for us today. What's for lunch today, Phoenix?
For lunch, we'll be having Mexican torta sub, classic cheese pizza, classic cheeseburger in a bun, seasoned crinkle cut fries, fresh carrots, and milk.
That sounds delicious. Be sure to thank our amazing lunch ladies for all their hard work. Hey, Phoenix, don't we have another line of the week?
We do. I was able to get an interview with Scout O'Neill. Happy Friday, Cersei, and welcome to Line of the Week, where we interview talented and skilled students here at SHS. Our special guest today is Scout O'Neill. So, Scout, how long have you been in cheer?
I've been in cheer for 6 years.
Yeah, and you've enjoyed it?
Yes.
Gotcha. What are some everyday struggles?
So everyday struggles for me in cheer is definitely just energy. I think we put a lot of work into everything we do, so just having the energy to do it all with school, it can get hard sometimes when I give too much to one area.
I gotcha. How has it affected your teamwork skills?
I think it's definitely improved my teamwork skills because you work with a lot of different people all the time, and obviously not everyone agrees on everything, so it's definitely helped me in that area.
Yeah. Overall, why do you enjoy cheerleading?
I love cheer because of the community around it. I love all the people I've met, and it's given me a lot of great friendships. So.
Cool. Thanks, Scout, and I hope everyone helps bring some spirit to cheer on our school. Now, back to the news desk.
That's great, Phoenix. We're so lucky to have her in our school.
Hey, Lily, are you ready for our last home football game?
Not really, but I am excited for it. Let's send it over to Connor Love for a sports update.
Good morning, Cersei High School. Let's get right into some sports updates before we jump into this weekend. In local sports, the 5A Girls State Volleyball Tournament came to a wrap last Saturday in Heber Springs, where we saw the Greenwood Bulldogs take on the Benton Panthers. While the sets would go back and forth between the two teams, the Panthers would come out on top, winning their second consecutive state title. Congratulations to the Benton Panthers on their state win, and we cannot wait for volleyball to start back up next August. The Cersei Lions boys and girls basketball teams had their annual Red vs. Black games here at Lion Arena to help them get prepared for this upcoming basketball season. The boys' season will start next Thursday when they take on the Jacksonville Titans here at Lion Arena, and the girls' season will start on Monday when they take on the Ricebirds in Stuttgart. Cersei Lions football team has senior night tonight at Lions Stadium as our 6-3 Lions take on the 6-3 West Memphis Blue Devils. While both teams will make the playoffs, the winner between the two tonight will decide who has a home playoff game. So make sure to cheer on our Lions and hope for an exciting playoff game here at Cersei. Moving on to national sports, in the MLB, the Texas Rangers won the World Series for their first time in their 63-season franchise history after beating the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-0, ironically, in Game 5 on Wednesday night. Marcus Semien homered late, and the Rangers, who were held hitless for 6 innings by Zach Gallen, finished an undefeated record of 11-0 on the road this postseason by capping the Fall Classic with 3 straight wins in the desert. In his first season with Texas, manager Bruce Bochy won his 4th title 13 years to the day after his first, which came in 2010 when the Giants beat the Rangers. He also won it in San Francisco in 2012 and 2014. In the NFL, the 2023 trade deadline came and went Tuesday with a modicum of action. 6 trades went down on deadline day, with the Commanders becoming big movers, shipping Montez Sweat to Chicago and Chase Young to San Francisco. With few teams out of the playoff race, we didn't see a ton of sellers. Teams like Denver, Carolina, and New England all stood pat. But sadly, Bob Knight, the brilliant and combustible coach who won 3 NCAA titles at Indiana and for years was the scowling face of college basketball, has passed away at 83. Knight's family made the announcement on social media on Wednesday night. He was hospitalized with the illness in April and had been in poor health for several years. Knight was among some of the winningest and most controversial coaches in the history of the sport, finishing his career with 902 victories in 42 seasons at Army, Indiana, and Texas Tech, while mentoring some of America's best coaches. He also coached the U.S. Olympic team to a gold medal in 1984. Well, seriously, that's all the sports updates I have for you this week, so let's send it back to the news desk with Phoenix and Lily.
Thanks for the sports updates, Connor. Unfortunately, it seems we've reached the end of Lion TV this week. Don't forget to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Lily Lindsay.
And I'm Phoenix Pruitt. Have an amazing senior night, Cersei.